200 years of struggle and millions of lives lost. These were some of the costs on which we got freedom 74 years back. As we celebrate the 74th year of being Republic, we need to realize that this didn't come that easy. It took a lot of pain, it took a lot of effort to get ourselves Republic, to give the Constitution to the country. It was a hard-earned victory from the hands of the Britishers. But as we celebrate 74 years of being Republic, हमको अपने आप से कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि एक इंडिया जो फ्रीडम फाइटर्स ने देखा था, एक सपना जो उन्होंने देखा था कि उनका देश कैसा होना चाहिए, क्या हमने उस देश को वैसा बनाया? Have we done our duties? We need to ask ourselves a question. Every freedom fighter had a vision for independent India, and one of the freedom fighters was Rabindranath Tagore. A very active member of the freedom struggle was he. He had a vision, and in that vision was something that we should work towards. In the year 1910, रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ने एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल पोएम लिखी थी, जिसमें उन्होंने मेंशन किया था इंडिया ऑफ हिज ड्रीम्स. जब इंडिया फ्री हो तो कैसा कंट्री होना चाहिए. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर डिड नॉट लिव इन फ्री इंडिया, बट ही हैड अ ड्रीम, ही हैड अ विजन. After 74 years of being Republic, today when we celebrate Republic Day, let us read this poem and decide ourselves whether we have been able to become the India of Rabindranath Tagore's dreams, और अगर जो हम वो इंडिया बन पाते तो कितना ब्यूटीफुल होता. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ये पोएम्स बिगिन करते हैं तो ब्यूटीफुल लाइन से. He says, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high and knowledge is free. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर फ्री इंडिया की कल्पना कुछ ऐसी करते थे जहाँ पे हर किसी के मन में कोई डर ना हो, सबका सर प्राइड से ऊंचा होना चाहिए, और नॉलेज मतलब एजुकेशन. टुडे आर वी एबल टू गिव एजुकेशन टू एवरी चाइल्ड ऑफ कंट्री? नो, वी आर नॉट. द पॉलिसीज आर देयर, दे आर नॉट पुट ऑन द ग्राउंड. देयर आर काउंटलेस नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन who cannot go to school due to various reasons. They have to drop out from the school. Many can't even attend school for a single day. So we have not achieved that. When we talk about India where the mind is without fear, are we without fear? Every parent is in fear when her child moves out from the house, especially when we talk about the girls. Every single day, every single hour we see countless number of rape cases being registered. We see rape convicts being released from prison. Rape convicts who had raped a pregnant woman, killed her 3-year-old child, killed 14 members of her family. They were welcomed in this same society. Can you hold your head in pride? No, we cannot. So we have failed Rabindranath Tagore. We have not achieved that. We are continuously in fear. This is the India that we live in right now. We have not achieved that country. So let us move forward and see in the poem what India of his dreams was in the further lines. He says, where the world is not broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls. He wanted his country, the free India, to be united. He did not want his citizens to be broken by those narrow domestic walls. Through narrow domestic walls, he wanted to convey that his citizens should not be divided on the ground of religion, on the ground of class, on the ground of caste. But we are divided, still we hold a lot of prejudices against each other. That is the reality. We have never been able to unite. We still decide what one should eat, we still decide what one should wear. So this is the country that we live in the present day. This is not the country of Rabindranath Tagore's dreams. Let us move forward and see what he says in the poem further. He says, where the words come out from the depth of truth. He wanted everyone to speak truth. He wanted people to be truthful to one another. But we see there are people around you who are always ready to deceive one another. This is not the India of Rabindranath Tagore's dreams. This is not the India we should be celebrating Republic Day. Now he moves forward and he says in the further lines, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. He wanted people of country to work tirelessly towards becoming perfect. He wanted us to be perfect towards things. He wanted every Indian to work hard towards making this country into a better place, taking the country towards perfection. But we have failed even in that. Then he moves on and says where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habits. He did not want the Indians to be dead in their thought process. He wanted them to reason. He wanted them to question certain things which were orthodox, which was something that should not exist in the society. But we still believe in those things, and these things have always stopped us from moving and developing as a society and as a culture. We still believe in superstition. We still hold on to certain orthodox beliefs, and that affects the life of people around us. We need to get over that, and then we can call ourselves as a republic country. This was the country that Rabindranath Tagore wanted us to live in. Let us move forward and end the poem with the very beautiful last few lines. Further he says, where the mind is led forward by thee into the ever widening thought and action. He wanted people to be more practical. He wanted people to be more broad-minded, and he wants us to be more spiritual. This is the India that Rabindranath Tagore had a dream of. He ends the poem with the last few lines. Into that heaven of freedom, my father led the country awake. So he says, if the country achieves all this, then it will be a heaven, and in that heaven, let my country awake. So we have to decide whether we have become this country or not. Let us on this 74th Republic Day decide whether we have become the India of Rabindranath Tagore's dreams. And if we have not, we must take a pledge that we will become the India of Rabindranath Tagore's, which will not be divided on the basis of religion, caste, creed or gender, which will have love for one another. Let us make this country into a beautiful country. Happy Republic Day. Thank you so much for keeping patience and watching this video. Thank you so much.